Right now at 5:30, an I-team investigation. A Reading man survived a cardiac arrest after collapsing at an ice rink. And of course, most people in similar situations, Paul, simply do not.
And that man pulled through because the rink had life-saving equipment and workers knew how to use it. It's called a defibrillator, but the I-team found many businesses do not have one, and not many people know where to find the equipment in an emergency. WBZ's chief investigator Cheryl Fiandaca digs into new legislation that could save lives.
Here's Higgins wide open.
Sports fans remember watching these terrifying moments during an NFL game last January. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest. He was brought back to life with what's called an AED.
What these AEDs do, automated external defibrillators, is you put the leads on the person's heart, and then you hit a button, and it does the rest. It will not shock you if you were in a normal rhythm. You just fainted. So people are worried, oh my God, what if I do harm? You're not going to do harm.
The game has been temporarily suspended.
Hamlin was one of the lucky ones. Nationally, only 10% of people who suffer a cardiac arrest outside of a hospital survive. Jim Liston beat the odds.
This is sort of where I was brought back to life.
Jim tells the I-team he does not remember much about the day he collapsed at the Burbank ice rink in Reading. So you were just skating out there and you had no warning, you said, at all?
No warning at all. The last thing I remember was tying my skates in the locker room.
This surveillance video shows the ice rink's operations manager, Jim Brown, and office manager Melissa Vecchio jumping into action.
I heard the two other people on the ice yelling and screaming. I poked my head out there. I saw him not moving, so I grabbed the defibrillator. We called 911. The both of us headed out here.
We just tried to really move quickly, remember what we're taught.
So he opened this door and dragged me across that threshold somewhere into here where he'd have room to work on me.
It ended up shocking him 3 times and before he started breathing. And then he stopped breathing, start breathing, stop breathing.
So many people that have this happen in these types of situations, they don't survive. I just had all the right people at the right time in the right place.
A similar situation unfolded in Plymouth last fall. First responders were taking a martial arts class when a classmate went into cardiac arrest. Because they knew where the nearest AED was, at a Planet Fitness a block away, they were able to save his life.
He went from being completely unconscious, completely unresponsive, to sitting on a stretcher, being wheeled out of this place, waving to us, saying thank you.
Massachusetts law only requires schools and health clubs to have AEDs.
We have a long way to go in terms of defibrillator placement, making sure that they're more publicly accessible in many places, that people know where they are, that people are trained to use them, that they are available in case of an emergency.
Knowing where the closest AED is located can be the difference between life and death. Senator Michael Moore wants 911 operators to have that information at their fingertips and filed a bill to create an AED registry.
If this goes through, would have a list of the locations. So now if I'm 100 yards from that location, it could be right in the building right next to me. And instead of waiting 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I may be able to have access to that AED in 1 minute.
A lot better than the last time I tried.
Right now, I feel like $1 million. I look at what these people did, and you think, oh, they saved your life. Well, they did, but then I look and see that my wife would have been a widow. My children still have a dad, and I have 2 little grandsons who, they still have a grandfather.
Senator Moore is hoping to get the bill out of committee by next week. He tells the I-team creating the registry would not cost much. It only requires businesses, cities, and towns to register their AEDs into a database. Cheryl Fiandaca, WBZ News.